Hi guys, how is everyone doing today? I'm so excited to be sprinting. These sprints are a part of the Halloweekend Readathon that's being hosted by Books with Lexi. She has a wonderful channel, especially if you love thrillers or horror novels or some fantasy. I'm going to link her video actually right now in the comments, so if you want to check out more about the Readathon, go ahead and check that out. I just put it in the comments, but otherwise we're just going to go ahead and hop into some reading. I have tons of reading to do today. I'm sure you do as well. Say hi to everyone. Hi, Jill. How are you doing today? Hi, Kat. Say hi, everyone. I'm reading Tales from the Crypt by Sarah Fox. It takes place in fall around Halloween. Perfect. I'm enjoying it so far. That's a series I need to start still. Just that one called Tales from the Crypt. Sarah Fox. That is the Magical Menagerie mystery series. I need to start that one. It looks so fun. And I really like Sarah Fox's other series that I'm forgetting the name of right now. What is it? It's the one like in Larch Haven, Vermont with the chocolate shop. I love that one. But I hope you're enjoying it. It sounds like you are. I hope you continue to enjoy it. Hi, Jill. He said, oh my goodness, I'm out of control. Barnes & Noble's having double rewards points through yesterday. Spent a good 100 there, then ordered more books through your work, Christian book. You get an employee discount. Ooh. If I worked at a bookstore, I feel like that'd be so dangerous. But that's awesome that you get an employee discount. Hopefully you got some new favorites. Jill says, I really need to stop buying for a while. Yeah, I get that. I've been trying really hard not to buy very much. And then last week, we went to this really cute downtown area, and they had a local bookstore. And I think I got 4 books. I just couldn't. I love supporting local bookshops. So when I'm actually at one, which is rare, I was like okay, gotta do it. This is the link if anyone wants to check it out. Lexi is doing this readathon throughout the entire month of Halloween, specifically on like the weekends, like Thursday through Sunday. So really fun. She's got a cool like game board and everything where you can pick prompts. It's really creative. So definitely check her out. Otherwise, her channel is just Books with Lexi. She said, hey everyone, I'm reading 50% of Murder and Murder with a Hint of Peppermint Spice. Ooh, that sounds amazing, Tiffany. Murder and Murder with a Hint of Peppermint Spice. I'm not sure who that's by. Let's see. Whisper Hollow. That sounds lovely. By Laura M. Drake. Oh, this series has the cutest covers. Oh, it has the cutest covers, and the first one is Murder with a Hint of Pumpkin Spice. Okay, well, I might have to try to get that. That looks so good. I hope you love it. Hello, you said hi, reporting from Indonesia. It's Friday at 6 a.m. here. Well, I'm so glad you're up with us. Hopefully you slept well, and happy Friday for you. Bree says, I'm reading My Other Heart, not a spooky book, but I like it. That sounds lovely. Other Heart. Oh, I should actually share with you guys what I'm reading. That would probably be good too. Ooh, this sounds interesting. I hope you enjoy that. I haven't heard of that one before. Hello, I say yay, reading sprints, yay. You're reading Death at Irishmore Castle by Lucy Connolly. It's the 3rd Mercy McCarthy mystery. That one looks really interesting. I gotta give that series a try. Plus, a series that takes place in Ireland is just so fun. And I should share what I was reading before I forget. So I am reading 2 books physically right now. I need to finish this book because it's due at the library tomorrow. So priority is Everyone is Lying to You by Joe Piazza. This is a psychological thriller about 2 old friends, one who has become like a famous influencer, like a tradwife influencer, and yeah, drama ensues. So I'm really curious about this one. I'm about halfway through. It's going really fast. I think I'll be able to finish it on sprints tonight. We're gonna see. But yeah, I'm really excited to try this one out. I've never read anything by this author before. She actually has a podcast. It's called, is it Under the Influence podcast? Which I'm not familiar with, but I guess it discusses like the influencing world and like marketing. I'm not really sure. And she wrote The Sicilian Inheritance. But I'm curious about this one. It's like a murder mystery thriller. So I need to finish this tonight because we need to turn it in tomorrow. But then I'm also reading Double Grudge Donuts by Ginger Bolton, which I'm really loving. And I'm finally listening to the series. I'm getting to A Doomful of Sugar by Catherine Bruns, which is the first in the maple syrup mystery series, which I have been meaning to read for at least 2 years during the fall now, because it takes place in Vermont on a maple syrup farm, and it's like the cutest covers, and it gives me fall vibes. And so I'm so excited. I'm actually on chapter 14 on audio, so I'm about like a little over halfway, I think, into the book, and it's really good. So that is what I'm reading tonight. Kind of a hodgepodge. Hi, Luna. Say hi. I'll be starting Julie Chan is Dead today. Ooh, I'm not. That sounds familiar. I'm trying to picture the cover. By Lian Zhang, it looks like. Ooh, a diabolical debut thriller. Oh, that sounds so good. You're going to have to let me know how that is. That sounds really good. Timmy said the first one was great. Okay. Well, you've sold me. You've sold me. It looks so good. Hi, Katie. Say hello. I'm reading Strange Pictures by Uketsu. Ooh, okay. Strange Pictures. Let's see. By Uketsu. What is that about? Ooh. An eerie journey through disturbing drawings. A debut novel from a mystery horror YouTube sensation. Sounds really good. It sounds like it'd be too scary for me, but I hope you love it. That sounds really interesting, especially for October. That sounds perfect. Hi, Shannon. Say good evening, Amy and everyone. I'm excited for sprints tonight. Me too. I'll be finishing the Perfectly Proper Paranormal Museum. I'm excited to hear your thoughts for that. I got to start that one soon. Maybe like the next week or so. I'd like to read it closer to our book club, but that sounds amazing. Krista says, hello, I'm reading The Marriage Advertisement, a gothic romance. Ooh, I like the name for that. I hope you love that, Krista. Tiffany says, hey, Shannon, I love that series. Feel like it's really underrated. Are you liking? Yeah, I had never heard of it before it won our book club pick for the month, and I was like, this looks so good. I've never heard of it. I'm glad you like it, Tiffany. Cinderella says, that looks good. I'm reading Thursday Murder Club. What a hoot. I'm so glad you're enjoying that. Has anyone seen, I think they have like a Netflix movie of that now? I'm curious how that is. Kat says, I think you'd enjoy the Magical Menagerie series. It takes place on an animal sanctuary farm. Oh, you already sold me on that. With the main character and her aunt and 2 dogs, along with other animals, of course. That sounds so lovely. Yeah, it's definitely on my TBR, which feels like it's ever increasing, but I'm very excited for that. Kimberly says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Dark Shores by Danielle L. Jensen. Hi, Kimberly. Dark Shores. That sounds like it could be so many different genres. Is that a fantasy, maybe? An epic fantasy series. On the high seas. Ooh, that sounds really good. I hope you love that. How fun. Kat says, yay, I hope you love the maple syrup series. I am loving it so far. Like, I'm a little over halfway into the book, and it's just so good. The narrator is good, too. It took me like a chapter or 2 to kind of get into it, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's so good. Tiffany says, Sandra, need to try it. I love the movie. I know I should have waited, but Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren couldn't resist. Oh, my goodness. Yes. That's right. I didn't realize that was Pierce Brosnan, because I always think of him as James Bond. I guess I'm not really familiar with his other work, but I haven't looked at the pictures or anything too closely. I didn't even realize that. And Helen Mirren too. Oh my goodness. I gotta watch this apparently. Said, love the maple syrup series. Yes, I've heard so many good things about it, and it's the cutest covers. And I also have been wanting to make pancakes a lot since I started this book like yesterday. I need pancakes now. Shan said it, Tiffany, I am really enjoying this book. So glad to hear it. Hi, Annie. Say hi, everyone. I'm reading Seer of Shadows by Abby, Y-A. Sounds good. Seer of Shadows by... That's interesting. Ooh. That sounds really eerie and perfect for this time of year. I hope you love that. Kay said, I really liked the movie. Great actors in it. Oh, good to hear. Okay, good to hear. Kimberly says, the Netflix movie doesn't stay true to book 1, so nope for me. Ooh. Interesting. I have to admit, I didn't actually finish book 1. I sometimes have a little bit of a hard time getting into books that are like British because I feel like the humor sometimes is a little dry for me and it like goes over my head because I'm not used to that type of humor. But I actually want to listen to the Thursday Murder Club on audio because I think listening to it aloud would help with the humor. Because if I watch a movie with like more like British actors and stuff, I feel like I pick up on the humor and stuff better. So I really want to try the audiobook, but I want to read the book before I do the movie. So, but I'm sorry you didn't love it. Krista said, speaking of book club picks, mine picked A Resistance of Witches by Morgan Ryan for this month. Has anyone read it? I have not. I'm guessing that's like a fantasy. Let's see. Ooh, gorgeous cover. Gorgeous cover. A historical fantasy debut. Ooh, that's really fun. I like the combination of that. But no, I have not read it. Has anyone else read that? Hi, Jennifer. You say, hi, everyone. Happy Friday Eve. Yes, happy Friday Eve. Very excited for the weekend. Going to start Pups, Pumpkins, and Murder by S.A. Coslow. Oh, I need to continue that series. It's so fun. It's so fun. I hope you love that book. I know you enjoy the series. Jill said, I'm reading about 9 books right now. Nothing new for me. I feel you, Jill. I'm usually reading like, it depends if we're counting the nonfiction that I sometimes read over the course of a couple months. If we're not counting that, if we're just looking at like more of my active book pile, I usually have at least 2 or 3 physical books and an audiobook. So I'm usually reading about 3 to 4. Plus a nonfiction or 2. So I just can't. I don't know how people read one book at a time. Let me know, guys. Do you guys read one book at a time? Do you read like one audiobook and one like book with your eyes at a time? How do you do it? Because I usually have at least 2 or 3 physical books and then one audiobook. I can only do one audiobook at a time. I can't mix audiobooks. I don't know. I'm not a very strong like auditory learner, so doing more than one audiobook for me is very confusing. So I have to do one audiobook at a time. But physically, I can jump around several books, even within the same genre, and I'm usually okay. Jill said, I'm on vacation next week and weather isn't looking too good. Ooh, I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done. That is the plus. That is plus side. I hope you have a good time, though, and still get some relaxation and lots of reading in. Kimberly said, I read A Resistance of Witches and gave it 5 stars. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Hopefully Krista likes it a bunch as well. I like the cover a lot for that. It probably wouldn't be my kind of book, but the cover is so gorgeous on that. Jill said, I don't do audiobooks. My mind has a tendency to wander. Yes, I definitely understand that. It took me until last fall to actually get through my first audiobook. So before then, I couldn't listen to audiobooks. And now I listen to them, but I listen to them like 1.3 speed, so just barely faster than the narrator naturally speaks. And I only do it when I'm like cooking, cleaning, or if I'm taking Boaz like on a walk, because I find that I can tune out during those activities. But anything else, it's like folding laundry, I can do it, but it's tricky. She said, I read one book at a time and no problem not finishing. If dislike, I also use library. I agree. I like to DNF. If I'm not enjoying it, then I have 20 other books that I'm ready to read. So I agree. I also love the library as well. And need to finish this book so I don't make my librarian upset. So Katie says, I usually have one book for work. You're a librarian. Amazing. And then one each, a physical, ebook, and audio for my own reading. Oh, very nice. I like that. Yeah, I usually have, 2 or 3 that I'm reading with my eyes, which are usually like 80% of the time physical, and then sometimes ebooks for like arcs, and then one audio. Because I just can only do one audio at a time. Kimberly says, I usually have one audiobook and one book, either physical or ebook, going at a time. See, I wish I could get to that. I like that. That's like a good ratio right there. Tiffany says, I have about 4 going and 1 nonfiction for continuing education for work. For pleasure, 1 cozy, 1 romance in both audio and ebook. Ooh, I like that. That's good. Yeah, I usually have one thriller, one thriller or like darker mystery, and then one cozy for sure. Sometimes one more physically or ebook, and then I'm usually listening to a cozy on audio because I still have never listened to a thriller on audio because I think it would creep me out too much. But I do sometimes like a classic or historical mystery on those too. Shan said, I can only do one audiobook at a time, but I'm reading 4 books right now. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know how people listen to more than one audiobook at a time. I'm like, I don't know. Unless the narration was like very different, maybe. Maybe if it was like a nonfiction and like a fiction. I don't know. Jill said, my next Brendan Novak box is supposed to arrive Saturday, and we are reading Out of the Woods by Greg Olson. It's apparently a thriller. I don't know if I've heard of that. Out of the Woods. Greg Olson, a girl, a killer, and a lifelong struggle. Ooh. That sounds very interesting. Curious. You'll have to let us know how that is. That sounds very interesting. And it says, I usually have 4 of different genres. That's smart. That's smart. I try to only have 2 cozies going at a time, usually one on audio and then one with my eyeballs. And that works. But that's smart to have it mixed with all those genres. That is a smart move. What is everybody eating or drinking tonight? I think I'm gonna make some pasta on this first sprint for dinner because I have not eaten dinner yet. And I'm drinking a blood orange rooibos tea, which is from Trader Joe's, in my jasmine and Aladdin mug, which I really love. But I love this tea. I've been getting it. I think it's like my 3rd box from Trader Joe's. It's caffeine free. If you like orange, it's really good. I really love orange. But yeah, let me know if you're going to be eating dinner or anything like that. I love hearing about I love hearing about food. Like any excuse to talk about food, I'm completely in on it. It just says, Home Before Dark is my next book. Anyone read? I'm drinking coffee. Ooh. I have read Home Before Dark. I really loved it. I think I gave it at least 4 stars. I really, really enjoyed that book a lot. I think it's perfect. I think it takes place technically in the summer, but it's got very good like spooky vibes too for the fall. So I think it is perfect time of year. I hope you love it. Jill said, I just finished dinner, stuffed cabbage and rice. Oh, that sounds delicious. Tiffy said, we had broccoli, cheese, a rice casserole, and chicken breast. Ooh, that sounds really delicious. I think I might make an Alfredo pasta. And I have chicken and olives and broccoli that I'll toss into it, I think is my plan. So I think on this first sprint, I'm going to cook dinner, listen to a doomful of sugar, and then prioritize this on the latter sprints because I need to finish that for the library. Jennifer said, just finished cleaning it from dinner. You made chicken with mushroom sauce, a side of pasta, and spinach. Oh, that sounds good. I need to try mushroom sauce. I love mushrooms. I feel like it's a very hit or miss. People either love mushrooms or really don't like mushrooms. I think it's like a texture thing for a lot of people. Late Bloomer says leftover, udon, stir fry, and grilled uno fish. That sounds amazing. I love fish. I love a good stir fry. Sounds so good. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring up our first sprint timer. A minute. I think we'll do 45 minutes for this first one, if that sounds good to anybody else. It'd be a nice start to everything. Tiffany says, oh my goodness, everyone's dinner sounds delicious. It does. It does. I'm ready to make dinner now. That sounds so good. And I'll definitely feed Mr. Boaz on this first sprint too, because he will riot if his dinner is like 5 minutes late. So we will get him that, and I'm just so grateful he is out of the cone and feeling so much better from being fixed last month. That was not fun for him and a little tricky for us. Jan said, I just finished dinner. You had meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans with an ice-cold Sprite. Ooh, I love a good meatloaf. Do you guys put ketchup on your meatloaf? Because, I don't know, that's how I grew up eating meatloaf. We'd put ketchup on it, and I love it. I love ketchup on meatloaf so much. But I could see if you didn't grow up with ketchup on meatloaf, maybe that's kind of random. I don't know. but I love ketchup on my meatloaf. And anything with a potato in it, I'm game. Sounds delicious, Shannon. I think I'm gonna listen to audiobook on this first one, get dinner made, and then dive into Everyone Is Lying to You so I can get through this. Okay, we love ketchup on your meatloaf. Yes, ketchup on meatloaf for me. Says Bo is the cutest. Thank you. I'm sure he'll show up on a sprint, but right now he is snoozing, so I'm like not going to disturb him, especially pre-dinner, because then he'll get antsy. Okay, so ketchup's one of my top food groups, so definitely on meatloaf. I love that. For me, mustard is one of my top food groups. I could just eat a spoonful of mustard. I really love mustard, like Dijon mustard, stone ground mustard, spicy mustard, yellow mustard. Like, give me all the mustards. I love it so much. Tiffany's laughing. Yes, that is. I love it. One of your top food groups. Shannon says yes. Ketchup on meatloaf is delicious. Okay, see, I was like, do people not eat ketchup on meatloaf? Like, I don't know. Maybe they don't, but I love ketchup on meatloaf. So good. I'm glad it seems to be a widespread thing. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start this first sprint for 45 minutes. I did leave. Let's see. 45 minutes. Okay, here we go. Happy reading. If you are new to my sprints, forewarning, the cat meows when the timer goes off. So don't be alarmed. It's the cat timer meowing. It's supposed to do that. So just so you know, let's all get some reading done and we will catch up in 45. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Look who joined us.
Hi, this is Winston.
Oh, hi, Winston.
Oh, he likes to sit with me when I'm laying back, but then as soon as I talk, he always doesn't want me yelling in his ear.
I love it. My dog is sitting chewing his little pork chomp right now.
No.
That's by my feet. So if you hear chewing, that's
it's not you?
Boaz.
Okay.
It's not me. What are you reading tonight?
I need to edit what to start, and then I'm going to be starting this random book that I got from Libro.fm that is called Deadline. It looks to be a haunted house. It says thriller, so I'm not sure how much like horror it's going to be. It says a supernatural mystery thriller.
Awesome. Sounds very intense for this time of year. Sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know anything about it. I just got it from their like influencer program, so I haven't seen anyone talk about it.
I haven't heard of it, but I'm not the biggest fan of like supernatural. If it's like whimsical and the cozy mysteries, okay. But if it's like a thriller and it's like the ghost did it, then I'm like, nah.
Yeah, this one seems a little more intense.
Yeah. I'm reading, I don't know if you've heard of this, it's a thriller. Everyone is Lying to You by Joe Piazza. Came out, I think, this spring.
Yeah, it's like I've seen the cover.
Influencer murder mystery thriller situation.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm about halfway through. I got to finish it tonight because it's due at the library tomorrow. So that's my...
I have one of those too, but I'm just pretending that it's not a thing yet.
I get that.
Because I
totally get that.
It's this like sci-fi literary book, which I am excited about. It's like surveillance and stuff, but I might have to just get it again later because it feels like not the time to read it right now.
It happens. I get library happy and then I end up with too many books. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I've had that problem recently. I was good about it for a while, and now I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm going to read all these things, and then I'm a little scared for myself later.
Or what I'll do is I'll do my new release videos, and I'll put books I'm really interested in on hold. And they come out over the course of like many different months, but they'll somehow all come in at the same time.
Yes.
And I'm just like, okay, how did like 8 new thriller releases come in all at once when there was like none last month even though I had all these holds? I don't know. But the timing.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Yes, we do have a friend who has a Winston with her. Absolutely. Well, I had introduced the Readathon at the beginning, but if you want to give a quick synopsis or...
No, you're good.
Okay. I gave a summary. I put the link and I was like, check out Lexi's video for a more in-depth look at her very cool readathon. But hi, Tiffany said, just saying hockey starts tonight. Let's go Blues. Ooh. I don't watch hockey. Do you watch any sports, Lexi?
No. No.
I'll watch NFL a bit with my husband, but I don't follow other sports. But hockey, I've seen some in person, and it was violent. I was like, wow, this is fun though.
I have been to a couple hockey games like growing up, and I do think they are probably my favorite sport to watch in person, but I'm not going to watch anything on TV. I'm watching Dancing with the Stars. Does that count?
I think dancing is a sport, man. Yeah, and I don't know how they do it. They like keep their outfits and everything beautiful.
Yeah,
so and don't look like they're dripping in sweat. And I'm like, that's an athlete right there.
I was walking around IKEA today sweating. I'm like, how do people dance?
I was filming a video, I had my ring light on, and I was just like, gonna die. So hot. So warm.
Absolutely.
Debbie says, hey, Lexi.
Hello.
Jennifer got to 10% red in Pups, Pumpkins, and Murder. Amazing. It's this really cute, cozy series that I need to continue. And says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop by Emmeline Duncan and The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by, I think it's Sango Mandana. Something like that. I haven't read The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, but it looks fun. But I really like the Lazy Bones bookshop. I think it's a Halloween themed town with a bookshop, cozy mystery setting. So it's very, very fun.
You might have you read Arsenic and Adobo?
Yes, I love that book.
I met the author at an event 2 weekends ago. She was so funny, like hilarious. I read the first 2.
I think I'm actually going to meet her next week because I'm going to the Ashland Cozy Mystery Festival in Oregon. And I think she's there. And I'm very excited because I do really love her, what is it called? Tita Rossi's Kitchen Mystery Series. I think I'm caught up on it. Or I think I have one more. I have the one that's coming out in November I need to read.
Yeah, I think that's the 5th one.
I think that's the last one because I think she's doing a new YA kind of psychic or tarot card reader.
I didn't know that. I knew it was the last one, but I didn't hear about her next project. That's fun.
I want to say it's young adult, and I think the main character is like a tarot card reader.
Oh, cool.
I always want to say tarot because of the T's.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's tarot. I'm like having to repeat that in my head. We said no reading was done, but I will read in the next sprint. Amazing. Yeah, I only got like 10 pages of this read because I made fettuccine Alfredo for the first part of the sprint because it's dinner time here. Katie says, I'm more than halfway through Strange Pictures, and it's so good so far. It's not too long, so I'm hoping to finish it during sprints. Amazing. I hope you can, Katie. I'm hoping to finish this too, hopefully. Anne said, Tiffany and Amy, I cannot wait to see you next week at the Ashland Mystery Festival. Thank you, Anna. You too. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a great time. She said, I was walking around IKEA sweating. In fairness, that was probably a good 10,000 steps. Yeah.
And the thing is, I feel like I can never find things. If I go in looking for something specific, it's in just like a weird place. So I'm not ever going to ask for help. I'm just going to walk around until I find it. So I was in IKEA for I think an hour and a half for no reason.
Wow. I've never actually been to an IKEA. They have like a food court in there, right?
Yeah. They have a whole, like, it's 2 levels. So they have a showroom where they have like a lot of their products set up that you can see like in action or whatever. And then they have like other stuff. And it's a maze. And then it's like a cafeteria style food court. It's very nostalgic feeling.
I need to go to one of these. That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like you could spend a day there.
Yeah, you really could. That's why I was like, I'll just walk around for a while because why not?
Exactly. Yeah, Dick. I mean, that is a good way to get your steps in. And it's air conditioned, which, depending on where you live, is very important. Jill read 26 pages of An Escape Goat. You're loving it so far. Oh, I've been meaning to start that series. It looks so fun. I'm glad you're loving it, Jill. Annie got to 86% in Seer of Shadows. I googled that on our last sprint and it looked really interesting. I think it was I'm trying to remember now. Suspenseful and scary tales, superstition, fantasy fiction, speculative fiction. I don't really read fantasy. What is the difference between fantasy and like speculative fiction? I don't really read those genres, I guess.
I think a lot of times speculative is more so like set in our world with like a little thing, and fantasy tends to have more of like their own like world building and stuff. Usually more like powers or some sort of magic as well.
That sounds fun. This is Boaz.
Hello. So cute.
You're supposed to look this way. There you go. Say hi. Well, this is like his favorite place. He'll jump on my lap and do this, or put his arms around my neck and put his cheek against my cheek. He just will sit here for like as long as possible.
That is so cute. Oh, I love that.
You got your favorite blanket. There you go. Tiffany loved the Chaos of the Lazy Bones bookshop. Me too. And I read the second one, Murder at a Halloween Wedding, which was really fun. And I would love to be invited to a Halloween wedding, as much as weddings kind of give me anxiety. I would love to go to a Halloween wedding. It would be fun. Shannon says, hi, Lexi. I read 2 chapters. Amazing, Shannon. Anna's enjoying it. Fun Halloween vibes. Amazing. It does. And the dog's name is Jack Skellington, which makes me happy. I watched that the other night, actually.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
No? Really?
I tend to only watch things in movie theaters. So if I don't see it then I don't know what it is. I could watch TV for hours, but something about a movie, my brain is like, no, this is too long, and it doesn't make any sense.
I'm more of an episode watcher as well, but I do like the animated movies because they tend to be only like 90 minutes. And I'm like, okay, I can do 90 minutes, but when it's like 2-hour plus movie, I'm like, that is a commitment.
It really is. I could read a book in that time.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm like, that is a really long commitment. And if I'm really paying attention and I'm not multitasking, then I'm like, better be a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
She says, can't wait to see you in Anne, Amy. So excited. Me too. It's going to be so fun. Very, very excited. And Oregon is my first time going to Oregon last year for it. And it was absolutely breathtaking. Have you been to Oregon?
I have not. I'd love to, but I haven't been
it's
there.
Beautiful. Katie says, Irregular Witches is a perfect blend of cozy fantasy, found family, and romance. You loved it. Oh, that sounds lovely. I do occasionally read a cozy fantasy, and that sounds really sweet. Anne said, I really love Jack Skellington, the dog. It is so funny to see him pick out a bandana to wear. Yes, that is such a cute detail, and if you name your dog Jack Skeleton, I really like you. That's just like automatic, like, okay, I approve. We're going to be friends. Right? So cute.
He loves to cuddle.
That's so sweet. Do you have just one cat or do you have more?
I have 2 cats and a dog.
Oh, what kind of dog?
I have a Labradoodle. He's a big guy.
Cute.
His name is Bowser. And then I have a black and white tuxedo cat too, but she does not sit on me. She's a bit bigger. No, she's not up here.
Well, my pup just pulled the blanket I so nicely put on the couch for them to cuddle next to me, just dragged it over to the floor. It's his favorite. He will carry it from room to room, and it's like a heavy, almost weighted comforter size, and he's a 21-pound dog. So seeing him drag it from room to room is pretty funny. But he loves it. He'll rearrange it. He said, I went to the Ashland Mystery Fest last year, and it was so much fun. I hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you, Katie. So I'm very excited. And said, I'm really enjoying Irregular Witches. Amazing. He said, I feel like IKEA would be the perfect setting for a cozy. They wouldn't even have to leave IKEA for the mystery. Like, you could just have the whole IKEA be the mystery setting.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be a horror if everyone gets locked in and starts like dying one by one.
Well, there is a Grady Hendrix that's set pretty much in an IKEA. I think some people are talking about it.
Really?
It's fun. The whole book is like a catalog.
Wow. She says, doesn't horror store take place in an IKEA-like store? Mm-hmm. Ooh. That sounds... I'll have to look up the cover now.
I can grab it.
Oh, I have seen this cover. He says, Boaz, pets are always welcome on Sprints. Yeah, I love seeing other people's pets. I'm always like, please show me your pets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's even wide, like a catalog. And then there's all of this, and like this is part of it.
Oh,
it's very interesting. And then it's this is a chapter, and then it goes into normal text for a little bit. But the beginning of each chapter is like things like this.
That is really fun.
Mm-hmm. I would not recommend you read it, but
yeah, I've heard amazing things about Grady Hendrix. Like, what is it? Like How to Sell a Haunted House or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never picked one up because they look more like horror to me, and I'm like, no.
They definitely are horror. He's more like quirky, funny horror, but there's still like this one. There's a scene that almost made me throw up because it was disgusting. So
Yeah,
don't.
I'm probably good. I like the concept though. That's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Tracy said, I'm reading in the Sugar Shack Witch series. Such a cute series. I really love that series too. Very fun and whimsical. Patricia there's also a sci-fi fantasy novella set in an IKEA store called Finna.
Yeah, I need to read the second one. I really liked the first one.
Sounds interesting. So like sci-fi fantasy blend, this is like a techie fantasy kind of.
It was like a portal that was in
Ooh.
an IKEA to like
Wow.
I think it was an alternate version of the IKEA that they went into.
That sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
He says it could be closed door for the IKEA. Yes, like a closed setting for the IKEA if everyone was like locked in. I love an isolation trope, like closed locked door mystery. That's one of my favorite tropes ever.
Mm-hmm.
So the victim could be poisoned by one of IKEA's famous meatballs.
That's funny.
I love that. She's asking Katie if she's going this year. And that's good because Kairu always has to have his moments on sprints. He needs to at least show off his tie. It's her dog is so cute, and he likes to pick out little ties that he wears. And I'm just like,
I love that.
So cute. I got some I have like a Christmas bow tie for Boaz this year that I'm gonna put on him.
I love that.
He said, Tiffany, not this year, but I hope to go again soon. Amazing. We saw crush. I can't really cross. This is the best I can do. I know some people can like bend their finger at the joint and like actually put it over, and I'm like, how do you
have
do that?
weird hands where like I can bend just this top joint on my finger, and like I guess it's double jointed. I'm hypermobile in my hands where like I'm not gonna show everybody because it's weird, but like I can touch my like the back of my hand with my pinky.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, I have like my fingers are not very flexible. I don't know.
I think that's normal.
Maybe. It might be all the typing from work too. I don't know. I'm sure she says I'm adding a bunch of books to my TBR thanks to this conversation. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's see. Well, do we want to do another like 45-minute sprint? Is that I don't know how long you usually do sprints for.
That works for me.
Okay. Well, that sounds good to everyone. I'm gonna set that up. If you jumped on these sprints since the last one, the cat meows when it goes off, so fair warning. It will go off very loudly. All right, guys, happy reading. I hope everyone gets lots of reading done, and we'll catch up in 45. Hi guys, welcome back. How was that sprint for you, Lexi?
I did a bunch of like little random things. I finished editing my video up to date, and then I don't even remember, just like random things that like needed done that I kept forgetting about. So it was a good sprint.
That sounds good. I mostly just sat and read Everyone Is Lying to You. It's going well. I don't know how this ending, I don't know. I'd be very curious how it all gets wrapped up, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, I'm excited to see your thoughts on that. I need to add it to my want to read because I didn't realize it was about like influencers. So,
Specifically, tradwife influencers,
oh, interesting.
which is interesting. I think they're in like the Midwest. So yeah, it's quite interesting. And the person who wrote this runs a podcast called the Under the Influence podcast, where they break down the marketing and business side of influencing and stuff. So like you tell, you really know there like there's a lot of detail. But it's interesting. And then this little fellow has passed out. I love how he like folds his legs up into his like that just looks so uncomfortable to me, but he is like peak comfortable, so
adorable.
Happy for him.
I wish I was that comfortable.
I know, right?
I don't think I'm ever that comfortable. Even when I am nice and cozy, like I don't think I reach that level.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get that relaxed. A little melatonin sometimes at night helps.
Yeah.
For sleep. I've always had what do you call it? Mom's had a very overactive imagination as a child, so falling asleep was not easy.
It takes me a long time to fall asleep. And sometimes I'm like, oh, what about that thing that I did 7 years ago? And why did you do that?
I know. I feel like, what about this like little thing that I should have done? And like, what if this person's like second triple guessing something I said? And I'm just like, oh boy, Amy. Like, I guarantee you they're asleep right now.
Right? I'm never thinking about like whatever someone else said. It's just like what I said and what I could have done. So I'm like, nobody's thinking about me.
Exactly. I wish I could. It's like I wish I could get that through my head more. But so I know we had Donna hopped on, said, "Hello everyone, I'm reading Miss Morris and the Sorceress by Tracy Wilton." Ooh, I love that series. Is fun. It's like a B&B with a ghost haunting it, like a cozy.
Have you seen the show Ghosts?
No, I haven't. I'm assuming there's ghosts.
Yeah, it's a B&B with ghosts. So in the one main character inherits it. So her and her husband are renovating it, and in the like first episode, she falls down the stairs and hits her head, and then she can see the ghosts in the B&B.
Ooh, that's cool.
It's a comedy, so it's fun.
That sounds fun. I don't know if you've ever seen The Golden Girls, but I watched some of that for the first time this year.
I haven't seen like the whole thing, but I've seen a little bit of it.
I think I'm through the first 3 seasons. I've been going through it.
That's fun.
Dorothy is savage. Like, wow. I'm like, if I had like a 1/10 of your wit, it'd be set. The covers are fun for that series, though. You're right. Reset. I got to 40% of My Other Heart. Amazing. Tiffany got to 57% in 50% Off Murder by Josie Bell. Jen McKinley. That's like the Goodbye is Goodbye Girls. Oh, I read that one a while ago, and it's a Goodbye. I always get the name for that one confused. Goodbye Girls. I was like adding another word in my head. It's like this group of women who do like clearance shopping, thrifting together, and I thought it was a fun concept. I hope you like that one, Tiffany. Anne read 3 chapters in The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. Amazing. Shannon read 25 pages. Yay. Jill read 16 more pages of An Escapegoat. I just love the name of that.
That's funny.
I don't know. I have a very corny sense of humor, so all the cozy mystery punny titles,
they're fun.
And They
Mm.
are. And then like watching like Scooby-Doo and things like that, and I'm realizing they have the same punny humor, and I'm like, this is where it started. For me, I was like, this is where
I
it started.
Yeah, I haven't watched Scooby-Doo in a long time, so I didn't really realize that they did that, but I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah, like the first episode of the originals, like What a Night for a Night.
Mm.
Um, so just very like fun,
I can
punny.
like picture that episode in my brain.
Yeah. It's very iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer got 2 more chapters in Pups, Pumpkins, and Murder. Amazing. She said he's too adorable. Thank you. I'm a little biased, but we just adopted him this summer. He's our first dog, so
Oh, I love that.
been wanting a dog for 4 years.
Oh my goodness.
Everything finally aligned, and I was
Mm-hmm. How old
just
is
over
he?
the moon. He's 4.
Okay.
Yeah, he was being rehomed. His family just couldn't take care of him anymore, for different reasons and stuff. And I have a lot of experience with this breed because my family had them growing up. I was like, hey.
Yeah, it's a sign.
Mm-hmm. They were looking for someone who could spend a lot of time with him at home because he's got pretty bad separation anxiety, and I work from home, so
Okay.
it's like,
That's nice.
hey,
Yeah.
like I got this. Really, really
Mm-hmm.
want him,
I'm
and
glad it worked out.
yeah, I think I applied for it, and we ended up with him like within 5 days,
Oh,
and it
wow.
was a 2-hour drive. Like it was. And
Oh
then we had
my,
a phone call, we had a meet and greet, and then we took him home that day. It
wow.
was. I didn't even have a dog bowl. We had to like stop at the vet store with him because I was like, I don't have anything.
Yeah. It's also hard when you aren't like positive that it's going to work out because
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to buy all this stuff and then not end up with a dog, right? Then you just have,
Exactly.
then it's sad to see just
Yeah,
like a dog bowl at your house when you really want a dog. So that's crazy.
definitely. Fortunately, my mom had some extra stuff we could take, but
That's nice.
like I was like, we don't have. I don't have a harness for him, so I need to like
Mhm.
everything. I was like, "Where's the dog owner starter kit?"
Yeah, really.
They should sell that. I said, "I hope you enjoy Scapegoat, Jill. I really loved it. It's so good to hear. I love that author's writing in her is it the Hometown Hardware? I think it's Hometown Hardware mystery series. I really like that one. She's so cute. Thank you. Tiffany is so happy you're watching The Golden Girls. I know. That's one of Tiffany's all-time favorite shows. So when she heard I had never watched it, I think I just about gave her a heart attack. I was like, I'll watch it. I watch it. I promise.
It's all the clips that I see are so funny.
They are. And I love the outfits and like how
Mhm.
colorful their home is.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're in a time where it's much more trendy to have very like neutral, like, I don't know,
Mhm.
grays and like very neutral tones, which can be really, really pretty too. But I really love the color that like, the 80s homes had. I was like, oh, it's so
Mhm.
pretty.
Yeah, it's interesting that like with social media there are these extreme. I mean, it's also with like TV and home renovation shows and stuff. But like for the longest time like everybody was doing this one thing and then it switches to something else and it's just I don't know, it's crazy. I have this like alcove that I'm in and I painted the whole thing green because I'm
Wow.
like I just want some color.
I love that. Yeah, we're renters right now, so I can't paint the walls. So they're all white, but my office, like all the white wall is almost covered with the colorful things everywhere.
I
So I
love that.
really tried to add color there.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it's a space you're in like all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's well, besides like sleeping, the office is where I'm at the most.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And then this year I got these Haunted Mansion posters.
Oh,
For
those are
like,
fun. I saw the bottom of it and I was curious what they were. That's
yeah,
cool.
I really, really love it. I said, I fed the pup and read another 40-ish pages. I'm definitely picking up the next one. Strange Houses soon. Amazing. I fed the pup as well. I don't even think he tastes his food. I think he just inhales it.
Yeah, we had to get a slow feeder for Bowser when he was a puppy because it was gone within 2 seconds. I'm like, nobody's taking your food. You're the only dog. The cats don't want your food. And he would like make himself sick. He was eating so fast.
Oh.
So now he's good, and he just free feeds, so that's nice. But
That's great.
he would scarf it down.
Like, slow down, taste your food a little, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Dorothea's goals. Yes. It's a really fun read, Anne. And Anne said, Amy, are you going to bring him to Ashland? No, I'm not. No, he's gonna hang out with my parents. So he'll be very well spoiled by his self-appointed grandma. And yeah, but he's gonna stay here. And he says, Jill, oh yeah, I love Paula Charles. Me too. I gotta get to that series with the goat though, because it looks fun. It's like a goat yoga series.
I literally was just gonna ask about goat yoga.
Really?
Would you ever do it?
I don't know. I mean,
I'd
try it
enough. I would go, but I don't think that I could do yoga by myself, and then having a goat standing on me feels like a lot, but like the idea is very cute.
How heavy are these goats though, is my question.
That's a really great question. I don't know. I should go. My sister talked about going because she thought it would be fun, but none of us do yoga, so like it would be so entertaining. But I hope somebody here has done goat yoga.
Yeah, let us know if you have. I did yoga for a few years in my early 20s because people kept telling me it'd be good for like stress and like, you know, your health and like all these things. And I gave it my best for like 4 years and my mind never quieted down. Like I tried so hard to clear my mind and like relax and do all the things. And I did get more flexible, but I realized I feel more zen after doing something more like cardio, like personally. Like a really brisk walk is great for clearing my head.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
That's fine. I can do that. That's fine.
Yeah, I've gone through phases of like, I'm going to be super flexible and I'm going to do yoga. And then it lasts for probably 3 weeks and then I give up. So 4 years is a pretty long try.
I really tried. I mean, there was a bit of a break in there for 2020 stuff, but yeah, I tried. I liked the teacher. I liked the people. It's like, this isn't. I just can't quiet my brain, and I tried.
Yeah.
And you finished your book. Amazing. Congrats. I hope you liked it. So my dog Lucy is staying with her grandmother too. I love it. It's always the best. Just swap like pet sitting and stuff so we don't have to, you know, put our dog with a stranger or someone. Not that there aren't many amazing people and caretakers, but he said, it's so fun, Amy, the Zen Goat series. I know, it looks really good. He says, puppy yoga for sure. I'm not sure about goats. Puppy yoga, I'm like, how do they get the puppies to stay still? I mean,
that seems dangerous. Also, puppies like to bite and they have sharp teeth.
They do. I feel like I'd try to get into a pose and like trip and fall over on a puppy, and that would just be the end of the puppy. And I just don't know if I can live with myself after that, you know? And said they use miniature goats for yoga. Okay. Like, how much does a miniature goat weigh? Let's see. 40 to 80 pounds?
Oh my God.
Well, it says the Nigerian dwarf goats are 30 to 60 pounds, while pygmy goats are in the 40 to 60 pound range. I still feel like if a 40-pound goat stood on my back while I'm trying to hold a pose, I would fall over flat.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's bigger than I thought. I want to, this is not related to yoga, but I want to go to a cat cafe. That's what I want to do. I don't know where any are, though.
I know they have some in California. I've seen like stuff on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, well, gotta try that. That would be so fun. I think I saw a pug cafe one time. I had no idea where it was, and I was just like, I want to go to a pug cafe. That would be so amazing.
That's adorable. Pugs are cute.
And it says Year of Shadows was about spirit photography, special effect photos that were popular after the Civil War. They had ghostly images of deceased loved ones behind living people. Ooh. He said in the book, a ghost takes the photos seriously. Wow. That's a cool concept for a book. I didn't know about that. I'm gonna have to look up spirit photography. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Be anxious about the goat droppings. Yeah, that
That's you.
too.
Because you can't stop it. You can't say hold it until this class is over. They don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, unless you can potty train them like a dog and take them like right before the class. I don't know.
I don't know anything about goats, so
I like goat cheese. That's about all I know about goats.
Incredible.
I love cheese.
Me too.
It's the best food group.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Oh yeah, there's not much yoga happening with the puppies."
Yeah.
I can't imagine, but I think it'd be really fun. All the same,
Mm-hmm.
I'd do that. All right, do you want to do another sprint? And said puppies could have accidents too. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We were lucky because Boaz came house trained, and I was very
Mm-hmm.
excited about that.
Yeah, we got Bowser when we lived on the 3rd floor of an apartment, and that was interesting for potty training.
I imagine, yeah,
Not recommend.
that's rough. I'd love to have a backyard one day, though. It would be nice.
It's very nice with dogs. Bowser rings a bell, and then he goes outside.
Oh, I love that.
It's cute. My parents did it for the dog that we got when I was younger, and we've just always done it for dogs. So Bowser's like my first dog, so we did it with him too. It's really cute.
I love that. That's so awesome. Do you want to do a shorter sprint, or do you want to do 45 again? What?
I'm
I
good
think
with
you're later than I am. So
whatever you want to do is good.
how about 40?
That works.
Does that sound good? Okay. I'm gonna reset timer, and we will sprint for another 40. Let's see, here we go. All right, guys, happy reading, and we will catch up and wrap these up in 40. How was that sprint for you, Lexi?
I ate a snack, and then I remembered that I started my vlog for this weekend of the Readathon, so I needed to edit that, so I've been doing that.
Nice. Do you usually edit your vlogs as you go instead of at the end?
I try to, because then it doesn't take me as long and it doesn't feel as daunting, but there are definitely times where I'm like, oh, well, time to edit this very long video. I have to do the whole thing.
I feel like I always edit them all in one go. I've never actually tried to do it like in chunks like that.
I'm also currently working on 3 vlogs. So I feel like I kind of have to edit as I go, or I'm going to have 3 videos to edit at once, and that feels horrific.
It does. That makes more sense. I almost finished Everyone is Lying to You. This got a lot darker at the end than I like it felt throughout other parts of it. I was like, okay, we went there. But I like it. So I like it. I still have like one more chapter or 2, I think, to read, but I'm not sure what my rating is, but it's feeling like at least like a 4-star probably. It's feeling good. So that's what I did. I ate a s'mores cookie.
Oh, that sounds good. Did you make it?
I can DM you the recipe. They're really I've been
Yeah.
making them for like 2 or 3 months now, and my husband and I are obsessed, and I freeze the cookie dough so that like I can make like 6 or 7 or whatever at a time for
Yeah,
like an
that
evening.
sounds incredible. I love s'mores. Anything s'mores themed, flavored, I
Yes.
love it. So that sounds so good.
It is, and you even so it's like chopped up Hershey bars, chocolate chips, mini marshmallows, and then you actually food process the graham crackers into the
Yeah.
batter. So you still it's not as prominent as the other 2 components, but you still get that little bit, and it's really
That
nice.
sounds very good.
Yeah, I would share if I could send you one through the stream.
Yeah, I'm a bit far.
Let's see, where did we left off here? Krista said, just finished the matrimonial advertisement. Definitely recommend to any who like gothic vibes or historical romance. Closed door. That sounds really, really interesting. I do like gothic vibes in a book. That sounds very good, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. And had dinner during that sprint and read a few more pages in the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. Amazing. I hope your dinner was yummy. Hi, Angie. Say hi. Just got here reading an arc for Evil Bones, playing in the Yellow Room this weekend. I'm not familiar with Evil Bones book. Is that by Kathy Reich or Reichs? I do not know how to say the last name. Reichs.
I have no idea.
If that's the right one, it says it's a magnetic thriller featuring a forensic anthropologist, which sounds interesting. I hope you love it.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this.
I haven't either. It looks like it just came out in August.
Sounds interesting.
Maybe? I do not know how to say the author's last name.
I have no idea.
We were looking at the right one. Okay, awesome. It's amazing how many books have the same name, because then you Google it and I'm sitting there like, wait, which one am I? I don't know.
Yep.
I said I read some of Dead Post Society by Diane Kelly, the House Flipper series. I love that series. And Diane Kelly. She's such a good writer. The cat's name is Sawdust in that.
That's cute.
Shannon said, I read 2.5 chapters. Amazing. Anne said, while I was eating dinner, I watched Tiffany's latest video about unique cozy mysteries. I really enjoyed it and have not heard of any of them. I added that to my watch later. I can't wait to watch that. There's so many interesting themes out there. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Jennifer got to 16% in Pups, Pumpkins, and Murder. It's a fun read. Amazing. He said, I have about 20 pages left of my book, so definitely finishing it tonight. Then it'll be dinner and TV time. That sounds lovely. Relaxing. And she said, I think it comes out in November according to NetGalley. Maybe I'm looking
Mm.
at the wrong
I was looking on
date.
Storygraph and there were only 2 reviews, so that would.
Yeah. On Google, like the little overview section has us August 5th, but maybe.
Oh yeah, that's what Storygraph says too. It could be. Sometimes I've noticed that in like UK versus US, they come out in different times, so maybe it's one of those.
That could be it. I was gonna ask you. I know you like Lucinda Berry,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw she had a new book. It was something about like it featured like a therapist as the main character, but it looked like it was only on audio. Like it was like an audiobook narration.
Oh yeah, so she had one come out last year called oh, I can never remember, One of Our Own, I think. And then she has a new one coming out called The Safest Space or something.
Yeah, I think that's the one I saw, but it's only on audio. There's no like
Yeah. Yeah, I
print.
don't remember. They are very short. Yeah, it's called This Is a Safe Space. I don't know who she like partners with to do it, but yeah, I loved the one that she did last year. But yeah, it's interesting. I want I I do think they come out in at least like ebook later.
Okay. As I'm not to the point where I can listen to thrillers. It's a little too like a little
Yeah.
too much in my head then. So I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I only saw it available with audio and I was like, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
I think let me look because I think the one from last year came out earlier this year on ebook. So I'm assuming that one will then come out. I'm assuming it's like, I don't know if it's with Spotify specifically, but like something like that where they kind of like own it. Oh yeah, okay. So it will come out on ebook at least eventually. Because both of
Gotcha.
the other ones are on Libby, like the ebook is there too.
Yeah, because I liked Lucinda Berry that you had me read for our vlog, like TBR
Mm-hmm.
exchange. So I want to check out more from her. I don't think I could read her back to back though, because it was definitely like,
That's valid.
wow.
Yep, that's very valid. I really liked Phantom Limb that I
Okay.
read. I mean, they're all rough. They're all rough.
Yeah, I got the
um,
sense. Well, because she's a
yeah.
trauma psychologist or something. I
Yeah,
was like,
she's
I
like
can't
with
imagine.
children specifically. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I liked that one. And what was that called? Oh, Off the Deep End. There are a lot of like family issues in them and like stuff with children. Yeah, but she has one that came out earlier this year that seems to be a little lighter. I haven't read it yet. With like a reality TV kind of thing. She's like the on-set psychologist for a reality TV show.
Interesting.
Maybe
Yeah.
that one is a little less not stressful, awful situations.
No, I did enjoy the other book. I'd have to space it with other more like popcorny
Yeah,
thrillers or like
that's so
cozies for
valid.
sure. So I'm a little.
I picked that one because I know you liked what is that Amiko Jean book?
Oh, The Return of Ellie Black.
Yes, I thought that they
I
had
love
like
that
kind of
one.
similar setups.
I could see that. And I'm so glad you liked The Lake of Lost Girls because that's definitely making my
Yeah.
2025 list of like best for the year.
Yeah,
So I was
well,
like,
I have had less than 15 5 stars, so far it's in my top.
yay,
It was
very excited.
good.
I just read their other book because I think it's a co-author team that writes.
Oh, I didn't know
It's
that.
Catherine Green's two women, I think.
Okay.
And I read their other book, which was their debut, The Woods Are Waiting, and I really liked that. The Lake of Lost Girls is still my favorite by a little bit,
Mhm.
but it was still really good, worth a
I'll
read.
have to add that because I don't think I realized that there was another book.
And they have a third book coming out in March of next year, I think.
Ooh, that's good to know. That's exciting.
I just talked about that. My new thriller release video when I was doing research, and I was like, oh, there's a new book.
That's exciting. I don't know. Have you read Strange Sally Diamond?
No, I haven't.
Okay. That one is another one that's really rough. It's like very psychological. But she just announced another book for next year. Also in March, which is what made me think about it.
Yeah, I'm so excited for all the new releases that are being announced at the beginning of the year. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Excitement. Let's see. Kimberly says, I finished Dark Shores and I just picked up the newest Thursday Murder Club from the library, The Impossible Fortune. What? I need to try the Thursday Murder Club more. I sometimes have a hard time with really dry humor, which seems to be what a lot of British humor is. So I think I'm going to try an audio because it might be, maybe if I hear it aloud, I'll get it better. Yeah. I don't know.
I read the first two and I enjoyed the first one and I enjoyed the second one less, and I'm probably not going to continue with them. But yeah.
Strange Sally Diamond's cover looks normal, though.
Yeah, well, you've been tricked. It's rough. I don't even know what the synopsis says, so I'm scared I'm going to ruin things, but it's very psychological, like trauma, horrific things happening like as a kid that then influence you as an adult, and she's just learning about her past, and it's not chick lit.
Yeah.
Which cover are you looking at? The green one or the like lime green one?
I gotta look at this cover now. It is a pet peeve of mine when I feel like the cozy keyword is so popular right now, which I love because I love cozy reads. But I feel like when books that aren't truly cozy or have like a lot of graphic elements have like a cutesy looking cover, and then it does not match the inside. I'm like, okay, I know you're not supposed to like judge a book by its cover, but if the book looks super like lighthearted and cozy, and then it has like a bunch of really strong graphic scenes in it, I'm like, there's a little bit of a disconnect, I think.
Yeah.
Strange Sally Diamond.
That is the original cover. I think she's Irish. Bowsy, what are you doing? Hey, Bowser boy. Yeah, I think that's the original cover. But the one, I can't zoom in. I'm just on Storygraph. The US one looks a little more, I guess it could maybe be contemporary fiction, but it looks a little more ominous.
It does, like the one with the house on it. Or is that the green?
The green one. Oh yeah, that I think is the paperback cover, the one with the house on it.
That one looks the most to me like a thriller, I guess, just based on the look of the cover. But
yeah, I would say like it's definitely contemporary. I wouldn't say there's like a huge mystery or anything in it. She's trying to figure out what happened to her in the past, but yeah, it's very like just a psychological book.
I'll take a look at it after this one's curious. This might be a good question if you have any recommendations. Always looking for thrillers with no strong language. Every time one looks interesting, you DNF it because of that. It is hard to find modern day thrillers that don't use strong language in my experience. Like I'm kind of blanking.
Yeah, I also am not personally bothered by it, so I never like notice it really, if that makes sense. So I don't have any recommendations. I wonder if Storygraph, like, because they have like content stuff on there, so I wonder if they have a thing that marks like language.
Yeah, I typically only notice strong language if it's extremely frequent or if it's in a book I don't expect it in, like a cozy, because those are typically supposed to be I don't like the word cleaner, but I don't know what else to just less
Yeah.
visceral.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like thinking about modern day thrillers, just so many of the books, like it is hard to find those. Let's see. Anne said, I tried to read the Thursday Murder Club book and could not get into it. The chapters were very short and jumped from character to character very quickly. I could not keep the character straight. I had a hard time with that too.
I did too with the characters. Yeah, I feel like all the women kind of seemed the same to me, and then all the men kind of seemed the same.
Yeah, that and just the humor. Those are the two parts that I ended up putting it aside. I didn't like a hard DNF. Like I'm considering going back to it, but maybe it's audio. I don't know.
Yeah. You've read Vera Wong, at least the first one. Did you read the second one?
I did. Yeah, I really liked them.
I loved the first one. I think the first one is my favorite cozy mystery.
Yeah, it's definitely one of mine. It was one of my favorite reads last year. And so I don't know if you've read Jessie Cusitanto's thrillers. She writes thrillers too, which I find like she does cozy mysteries all the way to thrillers.
Yeah, I read one. She has a contemporary book coming out in November.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I think she's got 2 thrillers. I think one's like You Can Never Be Me. Oh gosh, that's gonna bother me now.
I read one called The Obsession and didn't love it, but it was just like the plot specifically that I don't think I would have liked it from really anybody.
Okay.
But I should try more because I also enjoyed Dial for Aunties.
I gotta read that one still.
I definitely like Vera Wong more, but
she's got I'm Not Done With You Yet and You Will Never Be Me. I don't see The Obsession on here. There's one called The New Girl, which I didn't know she had. That looked like a
thriller. I think The Obsession might be YA.
Okay, maybe that's why I'm not seeing it on this page. But yeah, I do love the Vera Wong. I gotta get to the Aunties section. And so I finally DNF'd it. I know it's a popular series. I tried it 2 different times and I had the same result. I guess it's just not for me. And that's totally okay. You know, not every book's going to be for everyone. And I think it's better to DNF and move on to something you love. So, well, good to know then. We'll took it as precautions. And he said, Frida McFadden books didn't have much, but I got tired of them. Yeah, I read the first one I read by her, The Coworker, I really liked. And then everything else, which 2 more after that, I think went downhill pretty badly for me. Yeah. So I'm not the biggest Frida McFadden fan. Do you enjoy her books?
I liked The Boyfriend.
Okay.
And then the first Housemaid one was okay, and then I didn't really like the second one. And then I read The Crash earlier this year, and I didn't really love that either. So I don't need to read her books.
There's a lot out there. The Crash looked interesting to me, but I was like, I just remembered I read The Teacher and
I DNF'd The Teacher, yeah.
I wish I had. And then there was one about like a psychiatrist's old home on this big hill, and this couple like I can never remember titles of books. It's so terrible.
She has so many books too. So like
she does.
I think one just came out, and there's one that came out like 3 months ago. I don't understand.
What is it called? You're right. There are so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
Oh, Never Lie. That's what it's called. And I actually did enjoy the experience of reading that, but then the ending, I felt like nothing made any sense. Like it was a great wow, that's shocking, but then when you thought about it in context with the rest of the book, I was like, this makes absolutely no sense to me, and it drove me crazy. So
that's so valid.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
So it said, FYI, Jessie Sutanto is Indonesian. Yay, Indonesian pride. That's awesome. Love that. So it said, Annie, if you're comfortable reading books written from the perspective of a person of faith, you might want to look into the Christian fiction genre for thrillers. I know there are lots. That's a good idea. He said, I'm thinking of Colleen Cobble off the top of my head, but she's more romantic suspense. Yeah. But I loved Rebecca. and some of Daphne du Maurier's work. I wouldn't say thriller, but more like suspense writing from the 1900s. But it depends if you're looking for something contemporary, then that's not going to fill that. I said, I tried some, but it seemed they all had the broken romance theme where the main character had to work with them. Gotcha. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of starting to get very sleepy.
Yeah.
I know it's even later for you, so I'm a morning. I like get up pretty early, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and head to bed. But thank you so much for joining me, Lexi. This was so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me and hosting.
Of course. And thank you for creating the awesome. You're all of the different components. I was just like, gosh, this is so cool, so creative.
I love readathons.
I do too. They're so much fun. So thank you for inviting me to host some sprints and for joining me. And thank you guys all for being here. And if you're not already, definitely check out Lexi's channel because she's awesome. And if thrillers, horror, some fantasy, lots of cool stuff over on her channel. So thank you. Have a great night, everyone. You too. I said I am still looking at those inspirational ones though. I hope you find some that you enjoy. So thanks for the sprints, of course. Happy to have everyone, and we'll see you guys next time. Yes, we hope you find some Annie. I know it's a tough one. Have a good night, everyone. I hope everyone sleeps tight, and can't wait to see you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.